Hi, Cowan Road Kinder friends. It's Miss Stevens. All right, and it is time for us to learn our ELA segment. Today we are on week 1 of your packet, and it is Monday. So I'm going to be working with you on phonics, reading, and writing. In phonics today, we're going to learn about rhyming words. In reading, we're going to be looking at some environmental print and learn how we already know how to read. And then in writing, you guys are going to learn how to draw a person and label it. All right, so first things first is I want you to make sure you have all of your supplies that you're going to need, okay? You're going to need a pencil. I know mine looks a little different than yours, but make sure you have a pencil out and ready. Go ahead and make sure you have some crayons for today. You're going to need your writing book. Yours may not be purple, it may be a different color. And I want you to have your writing tablet. And these cards right here, we're going to look at these. Now, if these are not already cut out, I want you to find somebody in your house that can help you cut them out. So go ahead and pause this video. Make sure these are all cut out for me, all right, so that you have them ready to use. Okay. So now that you have all of your supplies out, we are going to work together on rhyming first. So give me just a second. I'm going to flip the camera so that I can show you guys the poem that I want to read to you today. So I'm going to flip. All right. Okay, now you should be able to see. All right, the title of this poem is Humpty Dumpty. So Humpty Dumpty. So we're going to read this together, and you're going to see me use my finger while I read. I'm going to point under each word as I read. This is called tracking, okay? So Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. See Humpty Dumpty sitting on the wall? Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Oh no. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. So I wanted to talk about this because we're reading a poem because we're talking about rhyming words, and rhyming words sound the same at the end of the word. So they sound the same at the end. So this poem has some rhyming words. So we're going to look at this first. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Now usually in poems it's going to be those last words that rhyme. So I'm going to highlight wall for us. Okay? So all is that ending sound, wall. So let's look at this line and see if we can find a word that sounds the same at the end. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. So if you said fall sounds the same at the end as wall, you are correct because they both end in that all sound, all. So wall, fall, they rhyme because they both have that all sound at the end. They sound the same at the end. Let's look at the next slide. All the king's horses and all the king's men. Men. And now we're going to try and find one that rhymes with men. Couldn't put Humpty together again. Men. Again. They both have that N sound. Ug. N. N. Okay? Ug. N. And N. All right? I know it's hard to see the whole thing. All right, so those are our rhyming words in our poem. So I'm going to show you this anchor chart, and I will send your parents a picture of this so you have it to use while we learn about rhyming words. Sorry, guys, I got to try and figure out how to move this thing out of the way for me. Maybe that'll work. Okay. Well, here, we'll just do it a little bit at a time again. All right, so remember I said we're talking about rhymes. Rhyming words sound the same where? They sound the same at the end. So let's look at some of these rhyming pairs. First, I have a picture of a snake and snowflake. So what is the ending sound that these two words have in common? Snake, snowflake. That's right. They both have the ache sound at the end of the word. Okay, look at our next ones. We have car, star. What is their ending sound that sounds the same? That's right. They both have the R sound at the end. K, R, and then st, R. And we're going to look at one more. Sea, like the ocean. Another word for that is sea. Tree, and bee. These all have the long E sound at the end. So when a vowel says it's a long sound, it says it's a name. And so the name of this letter is E. So it makes the E sound. And all of these say the E sound. But these are special because look at this. This isn't spelled the same as these two. Do you see how tree is spelled with two E's? And B is spelled with two E's. But look at C, it's spelled with an E and an A. So there are lots of different ways that we can put letters together to make the same sounds, and these are called homophones. That means they look different, but they sound the same. All right, so I'm going to move this. So your activity today is to look in your house. Excuse me. And we're going to find words in our house that rhyme or sound the same at the end of some of these words. So I want you to get out your writing tablet. Okay, so your primary writing tablet. And I want you to flip it open. And every day at school, we should always put our name and the date at the top of the paper. So I'm going to write my name, Miss Stevens. And today's date is August, which is the 8th month of the year. So I'm going to write an 8. It is the 17th. So it's 17. And then the year is 2020. So I'm just going to write a 20. And that's how we abbreviate the date. Now, parents, if your kiddos cannot form letters or are still working on how to spell their name, what I want you to do is write it just like this in highlighter for them. I don't have room to write the date again, but then they can go over it just like this with their pencil. And this way they can still practice forming the letters. Correctly, and they get that practice using a pencil. Okay? Also, if at any time this video is moving too fast for you, I want you to hit that pause button and get caught up. Don't get behind when you have that ability to hit pause, get yourself caught up, and then you can hit play when you're ready to begin again. All right, so I'm going to give you a word, and then you're going to look around your house. Think of something inside your house that rhymes with that word. Okay, so first we're going to write over here on the end. We're going to write a 1. And now, guys, when we write, we always write from the left side. So see, I can make an L for left. The left side of the paper all the way across. And we always start at the top. I do like to skip lines because it makes it easier for me to read your handwriting. So when you write your name at the top, you'll skip this first line and you're going to come right here to the second line and write a 1. All right, so the first word we're going to look at is the word store. Or can you find a word in your house that would rhyme with store? What's an object in your house that would be something that rhymes with store? maybe a door. So you could write door, D-O-O-R, door. And parents, again, you could write in highlighter just like we did up here, right here, and have them trace it. And you can also use your crayons to draw a little picture. We call that picture writing. It helps you remember what you wrote. So a door, I can just draw a brown door. I'm going to give it a yellow doorknob. And then I'm going to color it in. So just a rectangle with a yellow circle, and there's my door. Super easy. Are there any other words that you might find in your house that rhyme with door? Maybe the floor. Maybe if you just ate an apple, the inside of your apple is called an apple core. All of those rhyme with store. So whatever you found in your house, I want you to write a 1 and then write what word you have rhymes on your paper. All right, remember we're going to go ahead and skip a line, and then we're going to write the number 2. All right, our second word is sight. Sight. So sight ends in the ite sound. What words in our house might have that ite sound? Maybe the word light, like when you turn the light on. I'm going to use my crayons. I'm going to draw a picture of a light bulb to remind me what I wrote. Okay, a light. The inside of the light bulb. What other words might rhyme with sight? Light. Kite, if you fly a kite outside. Bite, maybe if you take a bite out of something. Maybe that apple that you just took a bite out of to see the core. All right, and then we're going to move on to number 3. So remember to skip a line. We're going to be out of room when I get to 6. That's okay. I'll show you what to do. All right, so your next word is cork. So let's think of something that might rhyme with cork. What about a fork? That's something we eat with, right? So we could write fork. And again, I'm just going to go ahead and draw my picture because that's going to help me remember what I wrote. Do you guys notice how I'm putting my crayons back in my box to keep them all together nice and neat? Okay, that's my fork. What else might rhyme? What about pork? Maybe if you like barbecue, you're eating pork. What else might rhyme? Maybe a stork. So whatever you find in your house that rhymes. All right, skip a line. And then we're going to write 4. Your next word is bear. Bear. So what's another word that could rhyme with bear? What about the word chair? Chair. I'm going to draw a picture. A chair. What else might rhyme with bear? Chair, there, fair, care, pear. If you have a pear in your house, some people like to eat pears. Okay, we're going to skip a line again. Go to number 5. Your next word is rub. So we need to find a word that rhymes with rub. What about tub? Rub, tub. Like a bathtub that you take a bath in at night. I'm going to draw a picture. Let's see. Do a little faucet on it. Mine's gonna have some bubbles going, because when I take a bath, I like to have a bubble bath. Anybody else like a bubble bath? What else might rhyme with rub, tub? What about cub? Like a baby bear is called a cub. All right. And then number 6, look, we're out of room. We can't skip a line. So we're going to go all the way over right here. Write a 6. And your last word to rhyme with is moon. Like the moon in the sky. What might rhyme with moon? Remember we talked about a fork earlier. What else can you eat with that might rhyme with moon? That's right, a spoon. Spoon. I'm gonna get my gray back out. Draw a picture of a spoon. Can you think of anything else that might rhyme with moon? Spoon. What about a raccoon? Who has raccoons outside at night? That'd be a fun one to draw, huh? All right, so you guys did a great job on this rhyming activity. Let's review our rhymes. Remember with door, we had door and store. So they have that or sound at the end. Door, store. With light, we had sight, light, sight. They have that ite sound at the end. Light, sight. With fork, there was cork, fork, cork. They have that ork sound at the end. With chair, we had bear. So bear, chair has that air sound at the end. With tub, we had rub, rub, tub. We had that sound at the end. Rub, tub. And then spoon, we rhymed with moon. They both have that oon sound at the end. Spoon, moon. And you might have come up with different words than me. That's totally fine as long as they rhyme. So that was some great rhyming practice today, guys. We will continue to work on rhyming this week. So be ready to learn more of that tomorrow. So now we're going to go ahead and move into reading. So you can take this journal and you can put it back off to the side. And what you need to have now are your environmental print cards. So they look like this and they need to be cut out. Remember, I told you to pause the video earlier and have someone in your house cut them out for you. If you have not already done that, pause the video right now and go ahead and get these cut out. So when they're cut out, you should have little cards like this, okay? Now, we're going to look at these words, and I'm going to show you how these words look a certain way when we see them every day in life, and that's called environmental print. It means it's just what we see every day, and we're going to read these together. So let's look at this one. This is a store. It's called Target. So if you could read that, that means you know the environmental print of Target because you know what it says based on what it looks like. What about this one? Everybody knows this one, right? Chick-fil-A. That's right, this one is Taco Bell. I love me a cheese quesadilla from Taco Bell. What about this one? Everybody loves a Happy Meal. That's right, this one is McDonald's. Here's another restaurant that we like to eat at. That's right, this one is Burger King. What about this store? I like to shop at this store. Walmart. Although I think Target's my favorite. Walmart's just more convenient. What about these? These are a yummy snack. That's right, you know goldfish based on how it looks in the environment. If you know this one, your mom or dad probably go here a good bit for home improvement stuff. This is called Home Depot. The Home Depot is what it says, actually. What about this drink? That's right, that is Sprite. And then a yummy cereal, Lucky Charms. Now, I want you to take a second, go around your house, see if you can find 2 or 3 more items around your house that have environmental print that you can read. You can pause this video and then unpause it when you get back. All right, so we're gonna look at some different environmental print that you might recognize. So first I wanna look at this one. I know my little girls will know this one. That's right, that says Justice. I know that that's a clothing store that a lot of little girls like. All right, what about this one? Another favorite snack, right? Cheez-It. Cheez-It. And then we're in the middle of this coronavirus pandemic, so I think everybody knows what these are now. Clorox. They make these disinfecting wipes that everybody's buying, but this, it says Clorox. So anytime you see this in the environment, that says Clorox. So those are some different examples of environmental print. Whenever you look at environmental print, I want you to say, I'm looking at the sign. I think, what is this? It looks like it is on the front of the grocery store or on the bags. I read this by saying, and then what do you read? So just like this one, let's look at it again. I look at this sign. I think, what is this? It looks like it's on the front of the grocery store and on the bags. I read this by saying Walmart. So you guys did a great job with environmental print today. Have your mom or dad or grandma shoot me a Dojo message and let me know, or actually post it in the assignment on Dojo, and let me know what environmental print you could read. Okay, so we have one more thing to do together today, guys. And I want you to get out your writing book. You're going to need your writing book, you're going to need a pencil, and you're going to need a box of crayons. Okay, so these are your supplies. Gather those for me. Okay, I want you to go ahead and open up your writing book. These pages are totally blank, which is fine. All right, Today you are going to learn how to draw a person, okay? So I'm actually not going to do it in there. I'm going to do it on this anchor chart so that you guys have it to come back to. And now we're going to draw a person with basic shapes, okay? Now let me show you. I am going to show you really quick in here what not to do. This is how not to draw a person. And we see this a lot in kindergarten. Do you know what we call these? These are called M&M people. And you guys, you are big kids now, and we are too big for M&M people. So today you're going to learn how to draw a person the right way. Okay? All right. So we're going to be using shapes. So we're going to start with the head. And you're going to draw a circle. All right, then you're going to draw the body, and we're going to use a triangle, but the point's cut off because it goes into the head. Now, if you are a girl and you want to wear a dress, you can leave it just like this, or, and we'll just do your legs from it, or if you're a boy, I'm going to do another one over here for a boy. If you're a boy or if you're a girl and you want to wear shorts. You're going to do this rectangle with a line in the middle for your pants. Okay. Then you're going to do 2 skinny rectangles for legs. And then a girl, if you're wearing a dress, you're going to do 2 skinny rectangles for legs. And then we're going to do these little half oval looking things for shoes. So like a half oval for shoes, and I know it's wide open. I'm going to use my black, and I'm going to color them in. We're going to have on black shoes today, I think. Okay, your arms are going to be 2 rectangles, but don't finish out the bottom. We're going to add a mitten shape for the hands. Mitten shape for the hands. Okay. I did forget to add sleeves, so we can do that. And I'm using a marker. This is why we use pencil. So if you have a pencil, you can erase it, but I'm just going to go ahead and make my sleeves black. Because this is why we use pencil. Miss Stevens cannot erase. And remember, if I go too fast for you at any point, you can pause your video and catch up, okay? All right, now let's talk about the head. All right, so we need ears. So we're gonna put ears on both of our people. They're like a little half circle. All right, and my boy, I'm going to give him spiky hair. The great thing is you can make the hair look however you need to so it looks like yours. And remember, you're drawing yourself, okay? So you're drawing yourself. My girl, I'm going to give her bangs because she's got hair. I'm going to give her curly hair. All right, you can do 2 dots for eyes. A little half circle for a nose. And a big smile. You can also, I did go ahead and do black just because I wanted you to be able to see, but if you have brown eyes, you could do brown for eyes. You could do blue for eyes, whatever color your eyes are. All right, and then we add color for detail. So I'm gonna give my girl some blonde hair. If your hair is brown, you're gonna color in your hair brown. I'm gonna make the girl look like me since we're doing a self-portrait. And a self-portrait just means you're drawing a picture of yourself. All right, I'm gonna give my boy brown hair. I could say it's the picture, since it looks like they're holding hands, it could be me and my husband, right? My husband has brown hair. All right, so now we're gonna look at your skin color. You're gonna color in your skin to be the same color as your skin. So if you look at my skin color, I have peach skin. Okay, so I'm gonna use peach. All right. You may have brown skin, so if that's the case, you want to use brown for your skin. So I'm going to color in my skin peach. And remember, you're not drawing a picture of a boy and a girl. You're drawing a picture of yourself. You're doing a self-portrait. So I'm coloring this girl to look like me. And then my husband also has peach skin, so I'm going to color his skin in peach as well. All right. Now we just need to color their clothes. I'm not wearing a dress today, so I can't base it off what I'm wearing right now. But I'm going to color my dress my favorite color. And if you remember from the introduction video, what's my favorite color? That's right, my favorite color is purple. So I'm going to wear a purple dress. And I think purple and black looks pretty good together, so that's a good choice, right? It's super important. Do you see how I'm trying to stay in the lines? I'm not scribbling. It's super important that you do that, because if you take all the time to draw a picture and then you color outside the lines, then that wastes all of your time you did drawing that picture. All right, my husband's favorite color is green. I think I'm going to give him a green shirt. Okay, and then his favorite shorts that he wears are gray. So I'm going to color in his shorts gray. All right, there we go. All right, and then the last thing we want to do with our picture is we want to label it. For today, I just want you to label your name. So I'm going to label this one Miss Stevens because that's who I am, right? And I'm going to just write it underneath me. So if this is Miss Stevens and this is my husband, that would make this Mr. Stevens, right? And so there I have a self-portrait of me and a portrait of my husband. So I've drawn a picture of me and I've drawn a picture of my husband, and then I labeled them both. So that's how you are going to use basic shapes to help you draw a detailed picture of a person, because remember, we are in kindergarten now and we do not draw M&M people. That looks like an M&M person. right? Does that look anything like you? No way. But these look like people. And so that's what we want to work on. You guys are fantastic kindergartners already. You've worked so hard today in ELA. I know you have some other subjects to do. So I'm super proud of you, and I cannot wait to see your work as it gets turned in. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon.